right, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Greatmillstone and rule well. And salutation to the occupants on the four corners. Four winds pushing this truth, all right, and sincerity. All right, today I'm going to go into Ephesians, the 6th chapter, starting with the 10th verse. Because right now we're in a spiritual battle, okay? Spiritual warfare. And like, you don't want to bring brothers into battle that's not ready, because they'll wind up getting everybody killed, okay? So brothers have to be like-minded. Brothers have to be fully clothed in their armor and go into the mind frame. When you're going into war or you're going into battle, you got to put the notion in your mind that I might possibly die here. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that warrior's mentality, okay? I'm going to start off with Ephesians 6, verse 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahawashi and in the power of his might." Okay? Be strong. Be strong in him. Okay, my brethren. Brethren, we making up one body. You got to be strong. Every brother, you're only strong as your weakest link. So if you at the top of the mountain and you super strong and you got like, scriptures and everything and your faith is high, that man on the end that's weak can break the chain to where everybody died. If you ever watched the movie 300, you had the Spartan, I forgot what he was, but he was like a animal, and he was at the top and he wants to fight with the 300, and he told him to hold his shield. Hold your shield up. And he couldn't get it high enough. And he says, strong as we are, we fight together as one body. Okay? So if you can't hold your shield, they're going to be able to penetrate and get through the line we have put up to where all our men going to die. By you being that one weak link. One weak link. Okay? But it says, be strong in him. Brethren. One body. It says, and the power of his might. Being strong, being confident. Okay, I'm gonna get Philippians 1 and 6. It says, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Yahawah Bahasham. So you gotta be confident, bruh. You have to be confident, and you have to know. You have to know. Like, if you're walking through this battle, you have to know that it's a possibility of death. Okay? You have to set your mind in that frame. You have to do that, bro. Because going into battle, you can't automatically think like, well, I'm coming back. You got to know, I'm doing this, and the reaction of this could be me actually dying. You have to know that. Therefore, you have a clear head when you go into battle. Okay? Verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahawashi, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Now, it's basically telling you to get dressed for war, so you can resist Esau. Okay? Now, the wiles are G3180. It's methodia. It's cunning arts, deceit, craft, trickery. So Satan, when he come, when Esau come, he'll have some old bullshit lined up. Like, let's say pork, for example. The pork damn near and everything. You might go to the grocery store and buy some food, and it'll say beef sausage. But when you turn around and read the fine print, it'll say in hog casing. Okay, you know how this devil works. So what you do is you got to make sure you really check everything. And I'm gonna go to 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we know how this devil rock. We know he do certain things to try to trick us and throw us off our game. But we not ignorant to that, because we put Yahawah on, okay? We wearing him, okay, if you will, all right? Verse 12, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay? It's a spiritual battle, man. It's a very spiritual battle. So you putting on spiritual armor. All right? You putting on spiritual armor right now. All right? So I'm going to go to John 6:63. Okay, and it says, it is the spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profited nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So, this book right here, this is spirit. All right? This flesh right here, it's just going to die and go back to dirt. So you fighting a spiritual battle. This is our instrument of war. The spirit right here. The sword. All right? 13. Okay, back to 12. It says spiritual wickedness in high places. And we know these elites, how they pray to the left-hand side. Just like we go to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi for things, you have these elites, they go to the left-hand side. Okay? Let me see, 13. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Yahawashi, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Okay? Now, it says, be ready in battle. Okay? Take unto you the whole armor, that ye may be able to withstand in the day of evil. Now, that's knowing the name, fasting, praying, keeping the laws, and believing. Okay? I'm going to go to Proverbs. Uh, 16:4. It says, Yahawah hath made all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. So this devil, he know his time up. But Yahawah gonna drop the spirit on these devils to just go ballistic, man. And you starting to see a lot of it take form right now. So how should we be as the men of the Most High? We should be like, we should have all our instruments. We should be sharp. We should stand firm, stand our ground, no matter what. And we don't need no weak, pussyfooting ass niggas in here with us, bruh. I mean, that shit is, man, you got to get these niggas out of here. Like, it's not much more you can say about it, all right? I don't want nobody on side of me battling if I don't know that I can depend on him. If you're on side of me, I want you to know, man, that brother right there, if need be, he gonna die for me. And I'm gonna do the same for him. I don't want nobody on side of me who's shaky, bruh. Like, you don't need no shaky brothers around you, bro. You gotta put that whole armor on, knowing death is a possibility, okay? It says, that you may be able to withstand in the day of evil. Like, having done all to stand. Like, doing everything you can do, man. You have to call on the name of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You got to know the name of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Okay? You can't be fooled by none of these tricks that Satan has set up. The best thing for people to do, that's in camps is look at your leader. Look at your leader. And here, I'm like, it's no Facebook. It's no Twitter. I shouldn't have to tell you these things. You should be able to look at me and see that's the example that was set. Okay? As a leader. They should be able to look at you and say, you know what? That brother not doing it? Well, I'm just not going to mess with it. Okay? That's the example we set to the brothers up under us. All right? 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having the breastplate of righteousness. Now, your loins, that's your stomach. You gotta tighten your gut, you know. Be firm, stand strong. You know, if you ever played sports, before that game started, where is all attention at? It's in your stomach. You get butterflies, they call it. You know, it's just like, oh man, you just feel like, damn, am I going to perform to my highest peak? How am I going to do this game? But when the ball tossed up, you know what happened? All that goes away because you in that battle, so say, and you done got lined up in it. Okay? But you girded up your loins though. You know, you prepared for it. All right? It says, let me see, 14. I'm gonna go to John 7:38. Okay, it says, he that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Now, when you read 14, it's saying, girt your loins up. Your loins. That's your midsection. Out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. Okay, that's understanding. You got to believe on Yahawashi fully. You got to have faith in him. Okay? You got to believe on him as the scriptures have said. He's from the tribe of Judah. We know he was very dark skinned. He was a Jake. All right? Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. That's understanding too. Okay? I'm going to go to Romans 7:12. Wherefore, the law is holy, and the commandment is holy, and just, and good. That's what you get for the breastplate of righteousness. All right? The law is righteous. So you put righteousness on, and you wear it. You wear that righteousness, okay? Get out of here. You wear that breastplate of righteousness, okay? That's keeping the commandments. All these things you have to do to get across. That's you going to war, all right? 15. It says, keep your foot shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Now, we know when it says keep your foot, we go to Ecclesiastes 5:1. It says, keep thy foot when thou goest into the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Now, when it's saying keep your foot, and speaking of your mouth, okay? It's like keep your mouth ready. Keep it bind. Like when you bind something, it's together. So you got to have your mind and your mouth. You always got to be prepared. Always have to be prepared and keeping your thoughts together. It says prepared of the gospel, which is good news of peace. So it's basically telling you, always be prepared to tell an Israelite. Okay, I'm going to go to 1 Peter's 3 and 15. It says, but sanctify the Most High in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. Okay, so when you come across Israelites, you always supposed to have an answer for a question or something they may not know, if you will. Okay, how do you know we're Israelites? You take them to Deuteronomy, you show them the curses. Okay, you show them in Genesis 49, the breakdown. All right, but you always have to be ready to give them the message of our kingdom after this. The good news is peace and our kingdom gonna come after this kingdom is faded away. All right, that's the good news of peace. All right. But you always got to be ready for that and be prepared to tell them that, whether they will hear or forbear. All right? Verse 16. It says, above all, take the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Now, most importantly, it says, in 16, it says, well, 15, no, 16. It says, above all, like most importantly of all these things, take the shield of faith. All right. Now, I'm going to get a few precepts on shield. I'm going to go to Psalms 28 and 7. And it says, Yahawah is my strength and my shield. My heart trusteth in him, and I am helped. Therefore, my heart greatly rejoiceth, and with my song will I praise him. So, the Most High is our shield. He gonna block everything from it. It said, put on the shield of faith. Okay? Let me get another one. Genesis 15 and 1. It says, and these things which the word of Yahawah came unto Abraham in a vision, saying, fear not, Abram. I am thy shield and thy exceeding great reward. So I'm your shield. I'm your protection, Abraham. All right? And the scripture tells us, look to things of old. Okay? So when we look at that with Abraham, we know, okay, that's how he dealt with Abraham. So he's going to deal with us the same way. All right? But he was a shield to Abraham. All right? Let me get one more. I'm going to get Proverbs. I think it's 30 and 5. Yeah. It says, every word of the Most High is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. So we know what the shield is now. Okay? That shield is the spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. He gonna be there. He gonna always be there to block off bullshit. All right? It says of faith. Okay? Let's see what faith is. We'll go to Hebrews 11 and 1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay, so we hoping for these things because we haven't seen them yet. Okay, that's faith. Now it says above all things, put up the shield of faith. So above everything, you have to have faith. And here's why. Let's read verse 6. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So you have to have faith above everything. You can't believe in something. I mean, you can't believe in something and not have faith in it. That's like stupid. You can't do that. All right? It says to quench. To quench is the Hebrew, or the Greek 4570 is synonym. To extinguish, quench, to suppress. Now, we know that we're putting on spiritual armor. So by being spiritual armor being put on, those fiery darts, fiery. How do you quench something that's on fire? You suppress it with what? Like water, or you smother it. If you have a fire going on, to suppress that, you put pressure on it. Like if you throw a blanket over it, it's going to stop it. But we know that we fighting a spiritual battle. So those darts that Satan throw, those fiery darts, they going to hit your skin. They going to penetrate it. Okay? But when they hit you, when you put on Yahawah, when you put that shield on, it's going to quench all of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to do you no harm because you trust in them. All right? And like those things are meant to hit you so it could take you against the scriptures. Anything that's against the scriptures is the things that these Edomites gonna throw at you to stick to where you living at. One of the things was edge ups, eating pork. Those were darts thrown at us. Before we knew it was wrong to do those things, man, we ate that shit up. Okay? That's something we did on the norm. We did that on the norm. All right? But now that we know better, we're not supposed to do those things because we put on the whole armor and we in battle. Okay? So when you throw those darts now, when you're in a barber shop and you getting a haircut and the dude try to get it, like, nah, no need. I don't get edges. Bam, they know. Or when somebody when you're in a restaurant and you're ordering food, get out of here. When you're in a restaurant and you're ordering food, you look on the menu and you know, I'm not finna get no seafood. I'm not finna eat no pork. Because you put on that armor. All right? Let me see, 17. It says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. Now, always like the helmet. What does a helmet do? It covers your head. It protects your mind. All right? Kind of like Magneto in X-Men. When Professor X, when he was on there he could get into everybody's mind and control them. So what he did, he put that helmet on and he was blocking everything trying to come in and distract him from his MO, from his mission objective, all right? So that helmet, we have to put that helmet on of salvation. Put that helmet on and focus on the goal at hand. Our salvation, being saved, getting out of here, knowing the name, using the name, okay? Having faith, keeping the commandments, all right? We put that helmet on, and that helmet blocks all the bullshit trying to come in and distract us from the goal that we're trying to obtain, which is salvation, all right? And it says the sword. Okay, let me get a precept for sword. I'm going to go to Hebrews 4:12. It says, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit and of the joints and the marrow, and is as discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart or of the mind. These scriptures will slice your ass up. Like they will slice you up. Period. A two-edged sword. So it says, take this. All right. Then it says, of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. Now go to Spirit. John 6:63 is the Spirit. It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. All right. So it's the Spirit. It's a spiritual battle in so many words. All right. So we have to put on this armor, this spiritual armor, man, and be ready to die if need be. That's in the physical also. Okay. You have to be ready to die. You cannot be no half-ass person in this truth, especially in these times, man. You can't be no half-ass person in these times, bro. You gotta, man, everything else is just obsolete. It's just bullshit. Everything else is irrelevant right now, man. We need to be hands down, looking forward, marching forward like as a unit, as a body, you know, as one body, and be like, you know what, man, we marching, ain't shit gonna stop us, bro. You gotta have that mind frame of not letting them fiery darts that's coming while you walking, hitting you, distracting you, and you breaking the link that's locked together. All right. With that being said, peace and safety to the elect. All praise to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Shalom.